Hello, hello. Welcome back to online learning. Good morning, boys and girls. Today is Wednesday, May 20th, 2020. Welcome back. Remember that on Wednesdays, you guys have a library, so please be sure that you are checking in with Miss Walton. Also, don't forget to check in on Art Club. Today, we are continuing talking about habitats, so don't forget to log on to Imagine Math for a little while. We are able to see who is able to log in and who has been taking some time out of their day to make sure that they continue with this practice. So thank you so very much for those who have been doing that. Today, we are working on identifying and discussing characteristics of a new habitat. So on Monday, we got to talk about deserts. Today, we are talking about rainforest, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get started. And like we did on Monday, we're going to go ahead and get started with Annie and Moby.
Hey, Moby. Where are you going? Moby? Cool. A rainforest. What is a rainforest? A rainforest is a large, thick forest habitat that gets a ton of rain. Some rainforests can get over 200 inches of rain a year. Rainforests can be in cool areas, but most rainforests are tropical and found in warm, humid places near the equator. The Amazon tropical rainforest is the largest in the world. It spreads through 9 countries in South America. Even though rainforests cover just a small part of our planet, over half the world's species of plants and animals live there. Squirrel monkeys are just one species of monkey that live in rainforests. But there are other species too, like capuchin monkeys and howler monkeys. We can divide the rainforest into different sections. What are some layers of the rainforest? The canopy is the roof of the forest, and that's where you find the thick, leafy tops of trees. There's plenty of sunshine and food up here. Most rainforest animals live in the canopy. Like monkeys, sloths, and birds. The understory is the layer between the canopy and the floor. Less sunshine reaches the understory, so many plants have large leaves to get as much light as they can. Here you can find a lot of insects, snakes, and even jaguars. The forest floor is the bottom of the rainforest. It doesn't get much sunlight, so fewer plants grow here. But you can still find lizards, insects, and fungi. How do plants and animals survive in rainforests? Living things have adaptations, or special ways to live in their habitats. Well, rainforest soil does not have a lot of nutrients, so it can be difficult for plants to grow there. Some plants, like this pitcher plant, use animals for food. Since the forest floor can be pretty dark, some plants have adapted to grow on tall trees so they can get more sunlight. They're nicknamed air plants because they don't need soil to grow. Since the rainforest gets a ton of rain, the leaves of many plants have special tips to help get rid of extra water. Cool! That butterfly has clear wings. That camouflage helps it hide from other animals. But some rainforest animals don't use camouflage at all. The poison dart frog has bright colors, warning predators not to eat it. It's one of the most poisonous animals on the planet. Rainforest animals have different ways to stay safe. The huatzin is often called the stink bird because it smells really bad. Tons of plants and animals live in the rainforest, and experts think there are millions more that haven't been discovered. How are rainforests changing? Rainforests are often called the lungs of the planet. The plants give off a lot of oxygen into the air and help get rid of carbon dioxide, which is a gas that can cause problems in the environment. Rainforests help manage Earth's fresh water and help control Earth's temperature and weather patterns. But today, much of the world's rainforests are being cut down for wood or for land to graze animals and plant crops. Many native people depend on the rainforest to live, and they've lost their homes. This forces them to move or change their way of life. Many plants and animals have lost their habitats too, and some have become endangered. When something is endangered, there are only a few of their species left. When something is extinct, it means none of their species are left. Experts think that over 100 species of rainforest plants and animals become extinct every day. Many medicines are made from rainforest plants. As the rainforest gets destroyed, we may lose new ways to fight diseases. Rainforests are really important, and we've got to protect them. Right, Moby? Moby?
All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed that video. It was a little bit longer than the ones that we're used to, but it also had a lot of information that some of it I didn't even know. So, like we did on Monday, I have a quick picture here to show you guys to kind of talk about a little bit more in details about these rainforests. So, the climate of the rainforest is hot and humid. Okay, so since they get a lot of rain, that also causes a lot of humidity. So sometimes when we wake up and we go outdoors and we can start feeling like it's really really hot, that's called humidity, and in the rainforest that's very very common. Sometimes it can also be called the jungle. Okay, so if you hear rainforest or if you hear the jungle, it's talking about the same thing. Rainforests are filled with tall trees, and like we saw, there are different parts of the rainforest. So the top part would be called the canopy, and then we have the floor, and then we have the part in between. Finally, we have that it rains every single day. It does not stop raining in the rainforest. Like she said, they can get up to 200 inches of rain, and that's a lot of rain. And one last thing is that it is the tropical area, so it is near the equator, which is like the halfway part of the world. So some animals that live in the rainforest include the jaguar, sloth, tigers, anteaters, pythons, gorillas, tapirs, toucans, poisonous frogs, vipers, koalas, chameleons, and monkeys. So like we saw in the video, there was a lot of different species of monkeys that can live there. Okay, and to finish up today's lesson, we're going to read this quick book called How High in the Rainforest? How High in the Rainforest? Rainforest Animal Habitats by Monica Davies. Welcome to the tropical rainforest. Hidden in South America is the diverse world of the Amazon rainforest. Millions of species call this rainy place home. Step inside. The forest floor is the bottom layer of the rainforest. Here, the sun barely shines through because it is so dark, not much grows here. Hidden in the dirt are recyclers. Centipedes, slugs, beetles, and termites eat dead leaves. Their poop adds nutrients to the soil. The forest floor feeds many animals. Meet the giant armadillo. Its claws are built to dig. Armadillos enjoy tasty meals of beetles and other bugs. Wild pigs sniff out bugs and roots. Small rodents find food here too. The next layer is the understory. Here, shadows linger. Only a bit of sunlight seeks through. Plants must sprout wide leaves. This helps them soak up shiny rays of sun. Red-eyed tree frogs may catch your eye. Their bright eyes surprise their enemies. They live here in the shadows. The humid air keeps the frog's skin moist. The shadows are also perfect for hunters. Jaguars crouch on the tree branches, then pounce. They leap on their prey on the forest floor. Higher up is the roof of the rainforest. Here, tree branches weave together. They form a thick covering called the canopy. The canopy is about as high as 10-story buildings, so that's like about a hotel high. Sloths curl up in their treetops. Up here, they chew on a feast of leaves. When they sleep, their long claws hold them steady. Animals and plants that live in the canopy are adapted to this high wet layer. Leaves are shaped so rain drips off quickly. Animals that live this high can all fly, leap, or swing. Toucans soar past. Spider monkeys swing from tree to tree looking for fruit. Look up, way up. At the tip top of the rainforest is the emergent layer. Here, the trees can stretch up to 200 feet tall. It is hot because these trees get full sun. Up top, every day is different. Some days the rains crash down. There are also many dry days. These tall trees have small waxy leaves. This helps them retain water when it is dry. To live this high, an animal must be nimble. Squirrel monkeys are light on their feet. They can run along thin branches. The harpy eagle perches up here. It can be hard for this bird to spot its prey. The tree tops are too thick. Instead, it uses its sharp hearing. It preys on sloths and other mammals. You never know which animals you will meet in this wet world. Macaws soar up high. Iguanas hide in the trees. Capybaras roam in the forest floor. So many species live in this tall, green oasis. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed that short story. I think it's really great to see all the different kinds of animals that actually get to live there. So, with that being said, we're going to continue now on to our class dojo activity. So now this page looks very similar because it's the same one that you guys did for the desert habitat. Now you're going to complete it for the rainforest. So once again, I have my page here prepared for you, and I can go ahead and make it a little bit bigger. So on your page, I want you to have the title, please. It is so important that we always add our title. Tell me, where in the world is this habitat? List at least 3 animals, but you can definitely do some more. At least 3 plants. Tell me about something cool that you learned. So start your sentence. Something cool I learned is something maybe you didn't know before. And let me know, would you visit this place? I would visit this place, or I would not visit this place. And tell me why. And with that, boys and girls, we have completed today's lesson. Thank you so very much for being here and for paying attention to all of our important resources. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing your work. See you tomorrow. Hasta mañana. Red-eyed tree frogs. Red-eyed tree frogs catch. Red-eyed tree frog. Red-eyed three. Red-eyed tree frogs. Oh my god.